Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, everybody. Thank you for tuning in to another Supatease video. And with this one, we're going to be doing an overview of the Demonology Warlock for Dragonflight. What new tools and goodies are we going to be looking forward to on this specialization? How competitive is it going to be looking based on some of the options that are available to it, and covering whether there's returning spells or new spells for the Demonology Warlock. I've played this spec on and off throughout a few expansions. I would say that its highlight points were things like Mists of Pandaria, with the metamorphosis and massive chaos wave damage that you could do, and then also Legion with the Thalkiel's consumption, building up a lot of demons to just send out this massive bolt of damage. Those were kind of two iterations of Demonology Warlock that I've personally enjoyed the most, so I'm going to be looking to see if there's any type of gameplay like that as I'm going through it. On the Demonology side of the tree, we've just got the return of your baseline of abilities, your Dreadlash. We get some conduits coming forward with Fell Commando. Nothing new here. The top of the tree is not meant to be really anything, but I do want to take a look at it just in case. When you summon Dreadstalkers, fade away. They're going to increase the damage of your Demon Bolt by 10 seconds for 8 seconds afterwards, giving you a little bit of sustained damage. We've got Vile Fiend or Soul Strike to make your choice between here on a choice node. We've got options between Bile Scourge Bombers and Demonic Strength on this window, so if you want to focus maybe towards more AoE or single target, but Demonic Strength is also AoE, so not sure which one of these is going to come out ahead here, with the difference being only 30 seconds on their cooldown. From the shadows, Dreadbite causes the target to take 20% additional Shadow Flame damage, so it's looking like with Decimating Bolt on the side, that Decimating Bolt build is likely carrying forward. We still have Implosion we got a talent into. Born of Blood, Hannah Gul'dan is going to have a 15% chance to generate a Demonic Core. We got Carnivorous Stalkers. Dreadstalker attacks have a 10% chance to trigger an additional bite, so the set bonus is carrying forward. The set bonuses are honestly very fun. I like the triple Dreadstalker at the moment on the retail Demo Warlock, so I'm pretty happy to see that coming forward. Fell and Steel, Fellstorm and Dreadbite deal 20% more damage. Could be really powerful with this, assuming that it's the same application to your second Felguard. Fell might reduce the cooldown of your Fellstorm by 10 seconds, so you can really focus heavily on your Felguard, it seems, on towards the right side, and maybe like an Imp build on the left side of the tree. Power Siphon, really good for that Decimating Bolt one-shot build. Inner Demons, you passively summon a wild Imp to fight for you every 12 seconds, 5% chance to summon in an additional demon to fight for you for 15 seconds, so you want to focus on like a massive spam army on the left side of the tree, or focus on like the single powerful demon on the right is what it seems like so far. Shadow Bolt has a 10% chance to make your next call Dreadstalkers cost 2 fewer soul shards and have no cast time. So in PvP situations, assuming that the honor talent still exists, it's going to completely make that talent irrelevant, because it's just going to make your Dreadstalkers instant all of the time. Grimoire of Felguard, so we can summon in a second Felguard, and that does seem to be the main focus here, the left side, and definitely now. Bloodbound Imps, the chance of receiving a Demonic Core from Wild Imp is increased by 5% or 10% when imploded. Grim Inquisitor's Dread Calling, each soul shard spent on Hannah Gul'dan increases the damage of your next call Dreadstalkers by 4%. And then we got Doom in the middle, the classic Doom. It's connected by Inner Demons and it's connected by Demonic Calling. So I'm guessing for PvP, you're probably never going Demonic Calling, so you gotta put 2 points in that if you want to get to Doom. Which is a little bit disappointing. Demonic Meteor, Hannah Gul'dan deals 5% additional damage, has a 5% chance per soul shard spent of refunding a soul shard. Or the Fell Sunder, this is a new ability, I'm pretty sure. Each time Fellstorm deals damage, it increases the damage the target takes from you and your pets for 10%. Would that be 20% with 2 Bladestorming Felguards? So it seems like they're really heavy on this Felguard build and like a spam demon build on the left. Bale Spiders is returning, so definitely that Decimating Bolt build is going to be likely a main competitive option. Imp Gang Boss, summoning Wild Imp has a 5% chance to summon an Imp Gang Boss. An Imp Gang Boss will summon a Wild Imp, so you can get a lot of imps out, a lot of scaling damage as a result. Kazak's Final Curse, Doom deals 3% increased damage for each demon pet you have active. If you could somehow line that up, that would be quite a lot of damage. Or Ripped Through the Portal, Call Dreadstalkers has a 50% chance to summon an additional Dreadstalker. I really like the additional Dreadstalker, especially if you're running that build for Decimating Bolt. Houndmaster's Gambit, Shadow Bolt, and Demon Bolt have a 3% chance to reset the cooldown of your Call Dreadstalkers, which could give you some big burst damage outside of your normal windows. Nether Portal is making a return, 3-minute cooldown, opening a portal, allowing you to summon even more demons. So that seems to be the main focus on the left. As we move to the center, Demonic Tyrant, which I'm assuming is still likely going to be the best option. Or you can focus more on your Felguard on the right and Torn Armaments. Your Felguard deals 20% additional damage. Soul Strike now deals 25% of its damage to nearby enemies. That seems like it would be a lot of damage. We got Nerzul's Volition, increase the duration of your Nether Portal. That leads into Gul'dan's Ambition, which is when Nether Portal ends, you will summon a Pit Lord that gains power based on how many soul shards are spent, up to 10 shards. From the testing that I've seen from some players using this, is that this ability is really not good, which is quite sad because you'd think like summoning a Pit Lord and this Nether Portal after this big wave of demons would be impactful. But from what I've seen from other testers for Demo, it doesn't seem like it's really doing that much damage, which is a little bit sad. When your wild imps expire or die, your other demons are inspired to gain 1% additional damage, taking it to 10 times. So you could get a lot of pet damage stacked up. I'm seeing a lot of modifiers that could go all together here. Sacrificed Souls, Shadow Bolt and Demon Bolt deal 2% additional damage per demon. That's going to be really good for a Decimating Bolt build. Soulbound Tyrant, summoning your Tyrant instantly will generate your soul shards, and this leads into Demonic Consumption. Your Demon Commander now drains 12% of your life force from all demons to empower himself, or every soul shard you spend is going to reduce the cooldown of your Tyrant. Forces of the Horned Nightmare. Hand of Gul'dan has a 5% chance to cast a second time for free, leading into Stolen Power. When your wild imps cast Firebolt, you gain an application of Stolen Power. After you reach 100 applications, your next Demon Bolt is going to deal 50% increased damage, or your next Shadow Bolt will deal 100% increased damage. The Shadow Bolt part with the Bale Spiders could backfire on you a bit if you were trying to line this up for a really big Demon Bolt. Command Aura, while your Felguard is active, your Wild Imps and Dreadstalkers have 7% increased haste and deal 5% increased damage. Or Hold This For Me. This is a weird sounding talent. 45-second cooldown. Your Felguard hurls his axe towards the target, erupting when it lands, dealing Shadow Flame damage every 0 seconds until canceled to nearby enemies. So it's just like a persistent AoE on the ground. While unarmed, Felguard's basic attacks deal damage to all nearby enemies and attack 50% faster. So likely this is going to be like maybe some good sustained AoE for trash pulls or bosses with a lot of trash. I guess that's sort of to even out the fact that a lot of this is single target, although some of it's for Fellstorm. The Felguard talent, amplifying your Fellstorm, buffing up your demons, seems really fun. The spam demon build, unless it's tuned, and also is kind of annoying in PvP to see so many demons on the map. It seems like they're adding even more demons. The center one is like a little bit kind of tragic. It's kind of like just like baseline core abilities Tyrant used to have that you're reactivating again. It's not as exciting as the left or the right side, surely, as much. Is it going to be competitive? It probably will be, I would think, in PvP, considering the Decimating Bolt build was really good, comboed with these kind of Felguard buffs and some of these synergies that you're going to have with your pets. It's likely going to be really strong. And also because of what it's receiving on its baseline tree, and some of those, which we'll probably just cover really quickly. A lot of this is just like sustained healing and AoE, with your Drain Life getting buffed a lot, and stamina. But the main things that we want to talk about are Soul Link. So actually, as Demonology already had Soul Link, I'm thinking for Affliction and Destro, but Inquisitor's Gaze, summoning an Inquisitor's Eye that's going to attack the target. This leads into Decimating Bolt for those really powerful Decimating Bolt builds, giving you some instant damage, and Dimensional Rift. If you're able to get Decimating Bolt and Dimensional Rift, you are going to be absolutely smacking people as Demonology on top of all the other baseline parts of your kit. You're going to be an absolute monster, a behemoth, I think, when it comes to PvP. Now, of course, I'm not seeing a Thalkiel's Consumption. I don't know how it would really fit in. It seems like Decimating Bolt has kind of taken the role of Thalkiel's Consumption in a way, but it's not really the same. Especially with this like spam demon build, a Thalkiel's build could be super fun. So I'm a little bit sad to not see that come back. Not surprised to not see Metamorphosis not come back, considering it's a Demon Hunter ability. So either way, it looks like they're playing off the strengths that Demonology had moving forward from Shadowlands, giving you a couple of new nifty things to try and check out moving forward. Probably not my most excited so far class review, but it's a solid one. It's definitely a functional one. Curious to see where they go with it from here. If you want to check out these kind of baseline talents more, or some other specs like Destro or Affliction, then make sure that you're subscribed to the channel. It's going to let you know when those videos go live. Those ones are actually already live, so I'll have them linked here at the end of this video. And aside from that, thank you very much for watching the video. I greatly appreciate it, and I will catch you in the next one.